Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So my name is Renelli. So today I want to talk about the five things I learned or I realized living here in Japan. So of course there's a big difference yung pagiging trainee noon at pagiging teacher ngayon. So pero gusto kong pag-usapan yung realization na kung na dapat ginawa ko nung nag-start pa lang ako as a technical trainee. So first, learn new skills. So focus on learning new things. So I don't realize na the value of YouTube. So watching tutorials, yung na-realize ko na ang dami ko palang dapat natutunan. Meron meron if I don't focus on useless scrolling sa mga social media platforms that sometimes yung safety mo ay naging na-endangered na. So, ang dami ko palang dapat matutunan about money management. So, second is choosing the people who will become part of your life. So, akala ko noon I need to be kind to everyone. So, if you're kind to others, ganin din yung balik nila sa'yo. But unfortunately, in contrary, some even take advantage of your kindness and others underestimate your strength. Then the third one is learning to say no. I guess this is my weakest point na I don't want to disappoint anyone. Pero at the end, ako yung broke. So, yung sometimes the person you help na akala mo kawawa, nag-my day ng trip at gala samantalang ikaw ay noodles at itlog na lang ang ulam. So yeah, learning to say no is one way of protecting yourself too. So number three is invest your money wisely. Yeah, kung gusto mong magnegosyo, wait for the right time. So nagkakalat ang mga tao sa social media yung to influence you with their business strategy. And although wala namang masama sa business, but the point is nagwo-work ba yun in your present situation? Kaya mo na bang magnegosyo kahit malayo ka sa Pilipinas or online? So iba-iba kasi tayo ng priorities sa life. So but the danger is some are trying to control you. Yung kapag alam nilang nasa abroad ka, akala nila madami kang pera, and they want to ask you to invest money without a clear profit. So maybe the best part that I don't regret in my life was I invested on my education. So getting my bachelor's degree at the age of 40, at the age of 40. So it really satisfied. Hindi sa, because dati pa naman may gusto akong i-prove sa sarili ko na kaya ko siyang abutin. Kasi that's my dream since elementary. Yung gusto ko talagang makapagtapos ng pag-aaral para matulungan ko yung family ko. But in reality, so I need to sacrifice my dream para magtrabaho dito sa abroad para tulungan yung family ko. Now that they know how to handle their life, yung nakakatayo na sila sa sarili nilang life, yung ako naman, kahit sa married na ako, talagang I decided to pursue my dreams. Kasi iba naman talaga yung changes na nangyayari sa akin ngayon. So as an OFW, alam niyo naman, if you are a technical intern trainee, makaka-relate ka sa mga sinasabi kong mabigat na gawain. And if ever, yeah, alam niyo naman yung mga Hapon, wala sa kanila yung babae o lalaki. So I need to do yung ngayon I decided na talagang i-pursue yung dreams ko para naman not for me. Yeah, kasi kung ako lang, kaya ko namang buhayin yung sarili ko, but I have already a daughter, may family na ako, so I need a time for myself and for my family. So yun ang purpose ko bakit nag-decide ako mag-pursue sa studies ko. And I don't regret kasi ngayon may balanced lifestyle na ako at tuwing day off or walang pasok yung school, syempre walang pasok yung anak ko at wala na rin akong pasok. Yeah, so yeah, that's it. So number 5, have a balanced money management para to sa mga OFWs na mga katulad ko. So for me, kasi sa mga napanood ko at nabasa ko, yeah, I realized na ang laking tulong sa YouTube dahil marami po akong natutunan, especially sa about money management. I can't say na may freedom na ako about money kasi hanggang ngayon may mga binabayaran pa kami, especially yung mga utang about tuition or everything. Hindi ko masasabing mayaman na kami. Pero yung na-realize ko na hindi mo kailangang maging milyonarya to have the freedom from being broke kasi kahit daw malaki man ang sahod mo or you kunti lang yung sahod mo, maliit lang, but you don't know how to handle your money, wala pa rin palang nangyayari. So then, I realized na, you can be generous to others, but also don't forget to be generous to yourself. Yung dapat pala, kahit noon pa ginawa ko na yon, yung kahit tumutulong ka, nagpapadala ka sa family mo, nagtatabi ka na rin ng konti para sa sarili mo. Kasi, aminin man natin o hindi, it's human nature to value anyone whom they know they can take advantage with. So, pag wala ka na, so pustahan tayo. Sa 10 taong natutulungan mo when you are in abroad, siguro mga dalawang tao lang yung kayang tumulong sa'yo kapag walang-wala ka na. It doesn't mean na naging ingrata sila. Siyempre, that time na umaasa sila sa'yo, it means ikaw lang inaasahan nila. So, don't expect na kapag wala ka na, bibigyan ka nila. Kasi nga, ikaw nga yung provider nila, di ba? So, kung wala ka na, who will help you? Right? Tama po ba ako? So, yeah. So, yun talaga yung na-realize ko nga, I can't give kung wala na ako. Paano ko matutulungan yung ibang tao? So, as for me, taking care of yourself is also a part of helping others. So, kahit na syempre pag secured ka na sa future, hindi ka na maging pabigat sa family mo. So, it's a kind of charity for them also. Although, masasabi mo na, syempre, kailangan i-balance talaga pala. So, hindi ka lang dapat bilang OFW. Ang dami kong nakikita sa TikTok, sa mga drama-drama na alam nyo, one reason bakit naging nagkaka-burn tayo kasi parang sineset aside nyo yung sarili natin eh. Hindi sineset aside mo yung sarili mo at that time, yun na yung parang naghanap siya ng attention na hello, I'm here. So, hindi po masama ang bigyan mo rin ng time yung sarili mo. So, be generous to others. Why not? With yourself. So, kahit na hindi ka mahilig sa mga gadgets or gustong-gusto mong bumili niyan pero parang nakokonsensya ka sa yun ang na-realize ko eh. Kasi yung iba na you are over concerned to your family pero yung iba, alam nyo, na-realize nyo na kapag sila na, some are just thinking of themselves like, na-enjoy nila. They can't, as an OFW, hindi natin kayang maipaliwanag sa kanila yung nararamdaman natin kasi they don't experience being an OFW. Hindi nila na-experience yung struggles natin every day. Kaya, stop. Huwag mo nang ipaliwanag yung sarili mo. You have to do a part na kailangan magtabi ka rin sa sarili mo. Kasi, they're already adult. Hindi naman yan sila, kahit hindi sila kakain, they should realize also na pare-pareho lang tayong struggling. Yeah. So, yeah. So, yun lang yung mga na-realize ko. I hope you have learned something from my sharings. So, yeah, thank you for watching. At kung nagustuhan nyo naman po yung video ko, please, i-like nyo naman and subscribe na rin for more videos. So, I'm really starting to share some thoughts about this kasi alam ko, dito lang ako nakakapag-express ng mga ideas ko at lahat ng mga tutunan ko ay gusto ko ring i-share sa inyo. Thank you for watching.